Hello, today is Tuesday, August 4th, 2026. Let's start off the day by reading an Reader's Digest or RD article, which is one of my favorite magazine. RD, Reader's Digest. They use very good expressions, English expressions, good colloquial English, and also written English. They are fantastic in their composition of articles, and generally they give you good information about our life and how we can enhance our own life to better the world. So let's find out what is going on with RD. My daughter will be moving to the UK next month or at the end of this month. Of course, she will be staying at a dorm, so no worry about renting a place in the UK. But always, when you are in a foreign country, you have to rent a place to stay in an extensive period, for the extensive period. To do that, you need to look out and buy or draw a contract to rent a place. To do so, you need to have a good owner and renter relationship. There could be some scams, so we need to watch out for the bad guys, bad actors in the transactions. Looking to rent a new apartment? Be on the lookout for these three scams. Wow. Reader's Digest, Get Images. I don't know why use Get Images when you can generate your own AI images. This image looks like an AI generated. Get Images, they are a stock photo company, so you need to pay for any photos that you use that are from Get Images by James Stathis. I think Stathis is maybe Greek name. Updated on January 21st, 2026. Scammers will do anything to separate you from your money, and rental scams are a growing concern. It's a kind of cliche, separate you from your money. The fools are easier to scam money from them, separate them from their own money. Rental scams are big business. With rental prices skyrocketing across the country, people are looking for soaring across the country. People are looking for deals, and scammers know it. But as the saying goes, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Here, if they use the capital I, let's remember that. If it's a colon, semicolon, you can use the small letter I, but since it's a colon, I think you need to use the capital I. I didn't know that, right? I didn't pay attention about that before. Since 2020, Americans have reported 65,000 rental scams to the Federal Trade Commission (FTC), which loses. Also, FTC means Federal Telecommunications Commission, with losses topping $65 million. Even worse, the FTC says these numbers are grossly underinflated. Less than 5% of people report any kind of scam to authorities at all. Wow, grossly underinflated, right? Grossly underinflated. Rental scams are particularly devastating because housing is such a basic need, which is why renters need to be extremely savvy when searching for a place to live. Rental scams are becoming more sophisticated because scammers know renters are often trying to act fast, especially in tight markets. And they exploit that urgency with increasingly believable listings and messaging. Says Lynette Owens, Vice President of Global Consumer Education and Marketing at Trend Micro, a cybersecurity company. If you have a pet or want to live in the hippest neighborhood, for example, you might be tempted to jump on a great listing instead of looking for red flags. And that's exactly what scammers are hoping for. Grossly underinflated, man. Grossly underinflated. But owners say scammers aren't just looking to steal money up front. That's a small change. No, what they really want is to harvest your personal and financial information to use in a larger term fraud. Ahead, Owens and Iskander Sanchez Rolla, the Director of Artificial Intelligence and Innovation at Gen Digital, break down the most common rental scams. So keep reading to learn how to keep you and your money safe. Get Reader's Digest Read Up newsletter for more news, cleaning, humor, travel, tech, and fun facts all week long. Yeah, please sign up for the newsletter. I did, and I don't read it much. The three most common rental scams. No matter the scam, many start with fake listings, and they look legit because scammers often copy actual rental listings, swapping out the real contact information for their own, or they make a completely new listing using real or generated images. Half of these reported scams start on Facebook Marketplace, with another 16% originating on Craigslist. Here are the most common ones. Asking for money upfront. A telltale sign of a scam is pressure to pay money before you've even seen the place you are supposedly renting to you. They are supposedly renting to you. Supposedly, right? Supposedly renting to you. Oh, well, let's focus. Supposedly renting to you. These sham requests could be for an application fee or deposit to hold the place. To create a sense of urgency, scammers often claim they are out of town or that there are multiple applicants. Owen says then they push payment through wire transfers, cash apps, crypto, or gift cards, methods that are hard to trace or recover. Asking for screenshots of your credit card scores. It's perfectly normal for potential landlords to check your credit worthiness, but this is something else. The FTC reports that scammers are asking for screenshots of credit scores or offering a deal for a $1 credit check. These are major red flags. Wow, so the FTC reports that scammers are asking for screenshots of credit scores or offering a deal for a dollar credit check. These are major red flags. These scams succeed because they mimic financial responsibility rather than fraud, according to Sanchez Rolla, who says the key issue is control. When a landlord dictates where and how you check your credit, the screening process is no longer legitimate. Sanchez Rolla says, according to the FTC, requests like these could lead you to websites where the scammer gets a kickback. The real risk is not the $1 charge, but what follows, Sanchez Rolla says. Many of these sites are built around subscription conversion or affiliate revenue, not tenant evaluation. Subscription conversion, right? Subscription conversion or affiliate revenue, not tenant evaluation. The real risk is not a $1 charge, but what follows, right? Many of these sites are built around subscription conversion, built around subscription conversion, or affiliate revenue, built around subscription conversion or affiliate revenue. Collecting personal information, a common thread running through many of these rental scams is the desire to steal your identity. What's tricky is that a lot of information scammers ask for is what a legitimate landlord also needs: pay stubs, a photo of your driver's license. But with these scams, there is no apartment or rental home. What is pay stubs, right? We know that ticket stubs, right? Stubs. I wonder what the pay stubs. A photo of your driver's license, pay stubs. There's a pay stubs. So we go to age-old sage Gemini, right? Just type in pay stub. A pay stub or a pay slip is an itemized document or digital record issued with each paycheck that breaks down your earnings, deductions, and tax withholdings for a specific pay period, along with year-to-date YTD totals. So that's pay stub, typical pay stub, right? So that's pay stub, right? Deductions, earnings, pay stub, ABC company. So that's pay stub. I didn't know that because I was not employed in America ever. The closest thing that I've done is to work for the U.S. Army as a soldier, right? 2.5 years. But that's it. I didn't get paid by the U.S. Army, but by the Korean Army because I belong to the ROK Army or Katusha soldier, right? I was stationed at the 8th PERSCOM 516, the Personnel Service Company at Camp Henry. But Owen says scammers are just a common thread running through many of these rental scams is the desire to steal your identity. What's tricky is that a lot of the information scammers ask for is what a legitimate landlord also needs: pay stubs, a photo of your driver's license. But with these scams, there is no apartment or rental home. It starts with an application, and they can look very real. Fake applications can collect sensitive details like your name, date of birth, social security number, banking info, and even ID scans, which can later be used to open new accounts, commit fraud, or be sold online, Owen says. These forms often look legitimate, but they are really designed to harvest personal data. Right? That's a good expression, though. Yes, I agree. Harvest this one. They are really designed to harvest personal data. If it feels like renters can't win, everyone has to fill out a rental application. If it sounds like renters can't win, everyone has to fill out a rental application. We have tips coming up to help you root out the fraudsters from the legit landlords. We have tips coming up to help you root out the fraudsters from the legit landlords, right? Root out legit landlords. But first, let's break down who these scams target the most. Who is most likely to fall for scams? Looking to rent a new apartment, get images 16357998870. It's Gen Z. Renters between 18 and 29 are 3 times more likely than other age groups to report losing money to a rental scam. Surprised? Don't be. Despite being tech-savvy, Gen Z is also vulnerable because they've lived their entire lives online and can be easy targets for tax, real estate, and other scams. Gen Z. Sanchez Rolla says it's not because younger renters aren't careful, but rather because they tend to search for housing in fast-moving rental markets, and they rely heavily on online listings. In practice, scammers do best where rentals move quickly, and renters feel pressure to act before a place is gone. Renter, right? Sanchez Rolla says, plus, with online marketplaces, identity cues can be misleading, he adds. Seeing a real profile photo or name can create a false sense of trust, even when the listing itself is unverified. Owen says scammers target renters who are moving quickly or don't know the local market, and that Gen Zers can be easy targets because they are often first-time renters, students, or searching for low-cost listings in high-demand areas. These victims are usually under time or financial pressure, which scammers exploit, Owen says. How can you avoid falling for rental scams? If all this sounds a little scary, how can you avoid giving your ID? Our experts and the FTC have good tips to help you avoid falling for a rental scam. Here's what to do when you are looking for a new place to live. Search the rental address online. Scammers often use real rental or for sale listings, including legitimate photos and addresses, to lure you in. Before agreeing to meet or provide any personal information, search the address online and do a reverse image search. If you find the same property listed with a different contact than the one you've been given, that's most likely a scam. If you find the home listed for sale instead of for rent, that's a red flag too, according to the FTC. Overall, it's important to take your time and verify the information you have. The FTC's guidance focuses on verification, but an equally important aspect is slowing the process down. Sanchez Rolla says scammers depend on renters moving faster than they normally would in a high-stakes transaction. Don't share personal information too early. According to the FTC, a landlord doesn't need your social security number, credit score, or other sensitive information until you've agreed to rent a place. But scammers love to create a false sense of urgency. Yeah, cliche, a false sense of urgency. Create a false sense of urgency. They might tell you, create a false sense of urgency. They might tell you that they need to verify you in advance, even before showing you the rental. Don't do it. Instead, verify them before processing. The best defense is to slow down and verify the owner or rental company before paying anything or sharing sensitive personal information. Owen says, call the phone number on their legitimate website, not just the listing. Check Google reviews and business complaints. Don't share your social security number, banking information, or scans of your personal identification until the landlord or property manager is verified. Scans, right? Scans. We usually say copies, but scans of your personal information is also good. Basically, it's an electronic copy, online copy. Look to typical renters nearby. Nobody wants to overpay, and everyone wants a deal, but cities and even individual neighborhoods have general market rates for rentals. Check Zillow, Redfin, and Apartments.com to see if the advertised rent is a lot cheaper than most rents in the area. If it's way out of whack, that's a big sign of a scam. According to the experts, way out of whack. If it's way out of whack, there's a big sign of a scam. If it's way out of whack, that's a big sign of a scam. If a listing seems too good to be true, or the process feels rushed and secretive, it probably is. Owen says, don't be afraid to walk away. Finding a place to rent should be something to look forward to, not regret. About the experts, Lynette Owens is the Vice President of Global Consumer Education and Marketing at Trend Micro, a cybersecurity company. Owens is also on the board of advisors for the Identity Theft Resource Center, a nonprofit organization that seeks to minimize risk and mitigate the impact of identity compromise, as well as the Global Anti-Scam Alliance, which is based in the Netherlands. Iskander Sanchez Rolla is the Director of Artificial Intelligence and Innovation at Gen Digital, which owns a suite of cybersecurity companies. Sanchez Rolla has been at the forefront of crafting cutting-edge products that protect consumers from cybersecurity threats, and has co-authored multiple academic papers on the subject of scam. Okay, so this is advertisement. Why trust us? At Reader's Digest, we are committed to producing high-quality content by writers with expertise and experience in their field in consultation with relevant qualified experts. They rely on reputable primary sources, including government and professional organizations and academic institutions, as well as our writers' personal experiences where appropriate. We verify all facts and data, back them with credible sourcing, and revisit them over time to ensure they remain accurate and up to date. Read more about our team, our contributors, and our editorial policies. Very good, very good. So basically, when you are pressured to rush or the deal sounds secretive, probably it is, right? The deal is a scam. If it's way out of whack, probably it's a big sign of a scam. They try to create a false sense of urgency, and they try to separate you from your money sooner. Scans of personal IDs and so on. But let's go back to what I stored so that I could remember later. It's way out of whack. That's a big sign of a scam. Scans of your personal information create a false sense of urgency. We have tips coming up to help you root out fraudsters from the legit landlords. We have tips coming up to help you root out fraudsters from legit landlords. From the legit landlords. They are really designed to harvest personal information. Pay stubs, right? Pay stubs. Yep, my company KT also issues pay stubs for all of its employees monthly, and also accumulative monthly and year to date. Basically year-to-date pay stubs or year-over-year pay stubs for tax filing are built around subscription conversion or affiliate revenue. Many of these sites are built around subscription conversion or affiliate revenue. Many of these sites are built around subscription conversion or affiliate revenue. Supposedly, grossly underflated. Separate you from your money. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening. Did you enjoy my reading? How was my pronunciation? Well, I have to, if you like me, just show me by pressing like or I don't know, comment. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your time. Take care.